I like to spank my monkey when I get home from school. I get to my room and immediately start jorking. It to Cocomelon. Sometimes I just can't get enough. Cocomelon is my life sometimes.
Shut the window.
When I'm watching Cocomelon, I
Nah.
like to put my butt
They gotta
cheeks up
listen
to
to
the
this.
screen and leave a fat
They gotta
steamer
listen to
right
this
on the
shit.
screen. Then I leave it there for days. Then I just go out and buy a new TV. Then I repeat the process at the end of every month. I put on Cocomelon like normal, eat a bowl of cereal, Cocoa Puffs to be exact, and then press my cheeks up to the screen. Not too hard, but just a right amount. And then I push my brown baby onto the screen. I have given birth. I am now a mother to the Cocomelon baby. This is my story. My name is Larry. Everybody in school called me such a Sigma for doing this, which I don't blame him. I mean, I'm the coolest guy around. Taking fat steamers on the top of the TV. That's the coolest thing you can do. That's when it got out of control. I started leaving fat little stinky poo-poo on everything. I lived in Florida, so there's lots of alligators that lived around my part. So one day I got curious and I went down to the local. That's when I saw George, the big alligator that always lived there. I looked him dead in his eyes as I plumped a big old brown one on his head. Then I ran away. Next thing you know, I ended up at my grandma's house. I knocked on her door and she let me inside. Big mistake. I stayed there for a while and just watched TV. I looked over to see that my grandmother was sound asleep. That's when the idea popped into my head. It was like a brown light bulb. I crept over to her, not making a sound. That's when I bent over, pulled down my pants and laid a really hot, steamy, fat little brown turd on her hairy chest. Then I ran away. She called me about an hour later, asking why there was a piece of brown poop on her chest. I just told her the local dinosaur took a poop on her. She hung up. I don't think she believed me. Well, that's it for now, Robert Walters. I know who you are. You must take on my legacy. Do you think you're up for the challenge? You have to become the Bay Harbor shitter. That's what they used to call me for laying stinky fat turds all over. You have to take my legacy on and become the mass shitter of New York. That's your job.
Yeah!
Sometimes when I look at my grandma, I just can't resist with our old wrinkly cheeks and her nasty yellow teeth. I can't get enough. I want milk for my grandma. Robert Walters killed my grandma and then farted all over her grave. Even had a little poop now. On the other hand, Larry is evil. Larry is not to be trusted. Larry is my pet monkey. He looked at Holston Charles Rudge and tried to touch him in his no-no square. This is what led to the genocide of Kanye West.